If you're looking to grow your business as a title rep, one of the best and easiest ways to do it is to humanize yourself. Not as easy as it sounds, but with a few quick and simple tricks that I'm going to teach you in this video, you'll be able to outrun your competition, stand out as a brand, and set yourself apart. I'm Sarah with Texas Title Girl. Thanks for joining me. I also lovingly refer to myself as the Donut Girl because my goal is to bring you more than just donuts and tacos. It's really to bring you value. So this video is for title reps who are maybe struggling in this industry right now and are saying, I'm not ready to give up, I'm not ready to quit. Or for the title rep who's like, I'm doing okay, but I want more. I'm tapping the glass ceiling. I'm ready to go and get more business. And I just need to know how to do that. I have been in the business for about 5 years. I started with no book of business. I was an educator for 17 years. I taught middle school and lived to tell about it. I think that's one of the reasons I've done so well in this industry is because rejection doesn't bother me.
Oh my gosh!
I taught middle school. Like what's the problem, right? When I got into this business, I knew I had to set myself apart quickly. And that's really what you have to do too. If you're watching this video, you have to figure out how to be memorable, how to add value, and how to get people to think about you even when you're not around in a good way. The first thing I want you to think about is how do I humanize myself? I've got to humanize myself as quickly as possible. The way you do that is in most cases, get on camera. I wasn't going to skip cold calling. I'm not here to tell you that you shouldn't cold call or that you shouldn't pick up the phone.
Hello?
But in addition to that, I thought there has to be more. I can't just sit on the phone all day and ask for appointments and ask for business. That is still a huge part of my business. If you want to know more about that, reach out to me. I can help. But really what I wanted to do is go in and add value. I wanted to come from a place of giving and adding to somebody's business and saying, let me help you with that. Let me see if I can teach. That was already my natural inclination, was to say, let me teach, let me train, let me coach. So thankfully, I worked for a company that was like, yeah, go out and do it. They didn't like hold the reins too tightly. I started creating content, and most importantly, I got on video. And that's what this video is about. It's about getting on video and about humanizing yourself, because that's what video did for me. It humanized me in a way that I believe other people in my industry were not doing at the time. Whenever I walked into a building, I felt icky. I felt awkward. I felt like I was invading and interrupting. And I don't feel that way anymore. I wanted to be able to walk into a building and have people say, there's someone who can help me. There's somebody who can answer my questions. There's someone who can add value. And I set out to do that by learning about things that my ideal client, in this case, a realtor, and sometimes a lender, oftentimes a lender, let's not forget about those, that I set out to learn what is it that is causing them pain? What is a struggle for them in their business? What is it that they need to know that maybe they don't have time to learn about, or that I could simplify things for them? And of course, one of the things, this was right before 2020, one of the biggest things that I learned, because I went and I asked my ideal client, what is it that you need? Over and over again, I heard social media, marketing, leads, staying in front of people, branding. And so I put together those things and said, I can learn about those things. I can become the expert on those things. I can teach them about those things, but I can't go teach them about those things if I'm not doing them myself. I'm going to learn everything I can about YouTube. I thought really that was the direction I was going to go. It's still a great direction to go.
Subscribe to my channel.
I did not want to get on video and dance. I didn't want to do trends. I did a little bit of that. You can go back and watch some of my early videos and I kind of cringed. But what I really did, in addition to getting online, to putting my face online, was I started using something simple, and it was video text messaging. Now, I know a lot of people already know about this. People have been doing it for years. You might be watching this video saying, I guess, what is that really going to do? I'll tell you what it did. It moved me to the front of the line when it came to prospecting. If you're not sending them yourself, I would highly recommend that you test your market and see what kind of response you get when you start sending video text messages. Let me explain what a video text message is, who it's for, and why you send it. Number one, a video text message, very simple. You pick up your phone, you say, hey, this is Sarah, and you give them their message. You literally open up your camera, you hit record, you send it via text message. Now, there are some glitches every once in a while. If you have an iPhone and they have an Android, I have some workarounds for that. The point is, open your camera, record yourself, keep it short, give them the message, say their name, the person you're talking to, and then hit send. So why do you send video text messages? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, because people don't know about you. And the whole purpose of this video is to talk about how to humanize yourself as a title rep. If they don't know you, or they only have maybe seen you at a networking event, but they've never talked to you, you're not necessarily a real human to them. So when you put yourself on camera, you sound like yourself, you look like yourself, and you're just organic and authentic. It's a soft and very warm and genuine introduction to somebody who wasn't necessarily looking to connect with you. You want to keep it short. You want to keep it under 30 seconds for sure. I try to keep mine under 20 because I know exactly what I'm going to say. I look right into the camera so they feel like I'm making eye contact with them. I say their name so that they know that I'm a real person and they're a real person. And then I hang up. Again, what does that do? That humanizes me. And it did. It humanized me with the people I was looking to connect with. My engagement rate, which we talk a lot about now on social media, was through the roof. I almost 100% of the time, and I have the receipts to prove it. I still have current receipts to prove it. 100% of the time, I got somebody responding back. Not usually with a video text message response, but at least with an actual response. At the very minimum, I would get a thumbs up or a heart or an exclamation point. What does that do? That gives me a green light to continue to keep the conversation going. What you're looking for is engagement. It's that bouncing the ball back and forth so that I can begin to use what I know works in terms of setting an appointment to be able to get in front of them, or whatever the purpose of the text message was to begin with. If you are willing to get on social media, you don't want to be a top secret title rep. There's no point in that. Real estate agents are told all the time, don't be an undercover agent. You got to be online. Find a digital platform that you like and figure out, and here's where I can help, the kind of content you want to be putting out. We in our industry have a tendency to fall back on any kind of information that specifically for title companies has to do with title insurance. Guess what? Nobody cares. We shouldn't be boring our ideal client with information on title unless we can make it entertaining, and then go for it. What you want to do instead is talk about things on camera that people care about. And when you talk about things that they care about it and you do it in a way that is authentic and real, again, you're humanizing yourself. You don't always have to talk about title insurance. In fact, that should be a very small part of what you're putting out on social media or digital platforms. You control the narrative. So if you're like, well, Sarah, I'm not going to talk about title insurance, but I also don't want to give away all the information about my family, my kids, where I am on vacation. You don't have to. You control the narrative. So I can help you with some really fun and easy ways where people still feel like they know you without really having to tell them all the different parts of your life. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. We already know that. As a title rep, you've got to humanize yourself. You've got to see your ideal client see you as a real person with a real personality who can help you with real problems. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you as a title rep build your brand, build your presence, build your value so that you are humanized in a way that people want to engage with you and do business with you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.